Hi there, my name's Angela Claydon. I'm going to review Lydia Stanton's amazing book of, it's the revised and updated 200 tricky spellings in cartoons. They're visual mnemonics for everyone, and that's actually, although Lydia is a specialist for dyslexia, these books are incredible for anybody learning spellings and trying to learn tricky spellings. I'm a primary teacher of 18 years and a mother of two. Both children are gifted with dyslexia. So, this book, we'll go to it. First of all, you'll see that it's black and white. So, first of all, you think, oh, it's black and white, it's not great. But actually, Lydia has written in there for people using this book, if they want to, they can colour their own, which I think is a really lovely addition. It's great because it can be made their own, even though they've borrowed the mnemonic from somebody else from Lydia's book. Love that little extra. So we'll go to the contents page. So what's a mnemonic, and then how to use this book. So when I thought, I'd like to see these parts, I went to how to use this book, and I expected the whole page to be filled with writing, but no, because of course it's Lydia's book. So it's captions and pictures. And what's great about this, from a teaching point of view, it explains how to build a mnemonic. And what a great idea for a lesson. If you've got spellings, I could easily use this for children to use this book to see what mnemonics are like, remind them that they've already probably learnt a word through mnemonics such as because big elephants can always understand small elephants, and ask them to actually think about how that would look in a visual mnemonic. And then get them to go and draw their own mnemonic. Now, if you've got a small group that are struggling with the same word, then put them together. Ask them to work together on it. They can share ideas. They don't have to come up with exactly the same pictures. They can do their own visual pictures, but actually just discussing the meaning of the word and how they could use the word, and then building their own mnemonic. Already you've got this lovely rich vocabulary coming through, and consolidation of knowledge and the spelling as well. With that, actually, if you put that in as a spelling lesson every week, you could ask the children to also draw theirs in black and white, and then you could have your own class resource where if somebody was struggling with a word, they could go to the class resource and see if that spelling, if it wasn't in the book, might be in the class resource, and they could learn from each other or teach each other, which is lovely, a lovely way of learning. So the other lovely thing about this book is it has a section on confusing pairs of words. So where you've got homophones, where you've got the same sounding word, but actually they're spelt different, like there, and there, differently. So those words can be really tricky for some children, or some adults actually. And all of a sudden, they're put here in a visual mnemonic, so it might help to stimulate how to use those words correctly. And also those sort of tricky paired words such as affect and effect, and how to use those correctly as well. Hopefully by having a look through and finding them, you might broaden your own knowledge or children's knowledge or whoever you're working with. Another teaching point in here, I think I marked it, there's a really good idea for another spelling lesson. So if you're really struggling with children do. Some children get them straight away, some children don't, and it doesn't matter, it's no rhyme or reason for it. But contractions, so this is where we use the apostrophe for omitted letters. So, for example, you've got you are, and the contraction is your. So you've taken out the A, and you've got an apostrophe to replace the omitted letter. And you've got this great idea for a lesson. Children could make their own, share them with their friends, and when they're sharing them, they're consolidating that language as well, and that knowledge of spelling. And then they'll start to understand how you're omitting. And actually, when you take that apart again, you've got the two words back, and you lose the apostrophe, which is cleverly a little paperclip, which is a really fab idea. Love it. Really lovely ideas for lessons there. In the back is the index and all the words that are available in this book. So again, great teaching, because if they can't find it in there, they've got to make their own. But then they've got the how-to guide to make their own. I absolutely love this book. I can easily see how it can be used in the classroom, at home. And what I do love is seeing them in schools. If I pop into a school and I see somebody using one, I'm really pleased, because they should be in every school and in every home, in my opinion, because Lydia is fantastic. Thanks very much.